Epic indeed. First to 3 advances to the grand final later against the winner of Fly and Axelord. Quite a big tournament for all of them here. Happy 2-0'd 15 Sway. He 2-0'd Mikael, so flawless into this one. LawLiet had a couple of problems with dice earlier in the bracket in the quarterfinal, but eventually advanced, and this is how they meet up here. I have no idea who's the big favorite. LawLiet, incredible in this matchup. Happy, obviously you see it every given Monday in the matchup versus Foggy. Is LawLiet playing the same strats as Foggy, or does Happy have to adjust? Because, I mean, he probably saw a couple of matches of LawLiet, but how well does he study the Asians these days? Big questions here. Let's go.
Infi's out. Starting on the new map, Tidehunters. Map pool, by the way, let me look that up 1 second. In our best of 5 will be Tidehunters, Amazonia, Concealed Hill, Last Refuge, and Turtle Rock. That is a bit of a rarity. Also surprised to see Amazonia in the pool. Would have expected that to be vetoed by Happy, but we have it here remaining. Hopefully we're going to go full distance. Hopefully this is going to be a nice long 5 mapper. And to answer your question, Neo, this is going to be a different style. We don't see a keeper first. It's a demon hunter first with an Ancient of War ready for the natural creep.
This is something I've not seen before, to be honest. It was all keeper, especially on this map, as it's so great to creep your own expansion. It's so great to counter undead expansions, but here we go. Picking the Demon Hunter again. And of course, biggest weapon of undead, Coil Nova. What does the Demon Hunter do? Get rid of mana, takes the big weapons away, and that's the game plan for LawLiet so far.
This is just so cool to see. LawLiet, he really is the master of creeping. He pulled out the creep so that they don't cast the slow. Ancient of War didn't eat a tree though, so he's gonna take a fair amount of damage. However, this camp really is super easy to creep. Out of all the maps we've pretty much ever had, this is probably the easiest natural of all of them. Happy's gonna try to punish this creeping as much as he can. Last hits so far not going his way. LawLiet playing safely around it. That Ancient of War looking very dangerously low though.
Exactly.
Is the DK gonna go coil first to kill off these wisps here perhaps?
Yes, he does. Gets the Acolyte as well. There's one more Wisp to detonate possibly, but Happy is of course splitting these. Wisp safe into a Moonwell. Ancient of War still under pressure. Needs more repair, Can't really get it. He has to decide whether detonate or repair, and boom, that's the Ancient of War gone. DK is taking a beating for this, but yeah, what to do now with your LawLiet?
And it looked like a brilliant start, didn't it? Maybe this was prepared for an undead who would be expanding, or creeping, excuse me, first. Possibly even expanding. But no, Happy was aggressive, and that was super efficient. He killed off Wisps, he killed the Ancient of War, and one creep as well. LawLiet now, without a single AOW, going for the Expo. This is looking truly risky.
He builds one on the left-hand side, but yeah, he can't go any more archers at the moment. Demon Hunter gotta carry, Demon Hunter gotta protect, and Happy. What's he doing in the meantime? Teching? Not too fast, I would think. So focusing on his creeping now as well. Ghouls are already hurt for him.
Yeah, Happy perhaps creeping that first camp not perfectly. He didn't take out the... I don't even know what they're called. I think... Titan? No, what are they called? These little... You know what I'm talking about?
Tide Warriors?
The guys who can spin with pulverize?
Ah, these, the giant, dude.
I don't know the name yet. We're gonna learn it together, guys.
Sea giants.
But yeah, Sea giants, that's right. But they do have pulverize, like the Tauren pulverize, just a lot weaker. But yeah, if that procs enough, the ghouls, for example, take a lot of damage. We saw that here. But we see the DK now also with really good experience. Almost level 3 already. Running over to the enemy natural. This might be enough of a window for him to get the cancel here. Does Happy have the read as well, though?
Big detonate. Jesus, what a crazy kill sound that critter had. Big detonate here, getting rid of 3 to 4 skeletons. No mana on the DK anymore. Close to level 3 Expo. Close to finish, but Happy's timing is impeccable.
Is that going to be enough damage? It looks like it should be. One ghoul hurt only. The problem is, with only one archer, you can hardly threaten these ghouls. Yeah, the Demon is doing something, but nothing else is, and Happy again gets the timing perfect. Like he did with the beginning harass, now with the expansion cancel. And LawLiet is looking to be in serious trouble here.
Yeah, looks like Happy knows this map a little better, knows the timings a little better. I think he's playing competitively on this map a little longer than LawLiet. And there it is, Graveyard tier 2 done. No double crypt Gargs. Could still be an expansion like X-Lord is played against Foggy. Oh, block against the Demon Hunter trying to save this school. LawLiet dribbling around this. But man, this school is safe. Very, very good game by Happy so far.
Tier 2 reached. Happy could go for a tier 3 rush right away if he wants. Otherwise, wait, Naga time? He's at the tavern?
Ooh.
No. Just wants to get a dust, I suppose. Lich would be the norm.
No,
oh,
no,
wait
no.
a minute. Boots, indeed, it will be the Naga.
Whoa, I haven't seen this in forever. Is he just trying to close the deal here?
When there's low archer numbers and you diminish them even more, it can be very effective. Although usually Naga is the best when the demon is not level 3 and not close to it. But as we can see, this demon hunter very clearly is level 3. He is strong now. If he burns the Naga 3 times, she's going to be out of mana. But if he gets surrounded first, that would be a problem. Almost getting surrounded there. Not quite, but now the archer's super exposed. And LawLiet with his delayed tech, not having a second hero yet. Really painful for him.
Gotta be careful here. He's getting surrounded with his own engine of war. This has to be the TP. Playing it on the edge. Gotta be careful. Yeah, Nagas for him as well. LawLiet without a single production building. Lost 2 Ancients of War. No lores up.
Players' forces are under attack.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, and of course he doesn't need the Ancient of War anymore to produce archers. That production has stopped, but improved bows wouldn't have been too bad, and especially for creeping.
Yes.
Having an Ancient of War in the south for Night Elf is great. Here in the south there's so many orange camps, and also a red camp where you can get tons of experience. Now without the AOW, you pretty much can't creep anymore most of these camps. So it seems like LawLiet now has to be aggressive. But I think that could be fine, because his Demon Hunter right now is certainly very strong.
But he has no TP anymore. Oh, surround maybe on the DK, but man, so tanky. Ghoul goes down, trades it for an archer. Naga in trouble. There is Boots, but there's also Frost Arrow. Mana Burn doesn't do too much anymore, and he escapes. Oh, the Naga escapes. DK is not getting kills here either because the burns were really good on LawLiet's side, so no coil to finish things off. And LawLiet rushes this tech to tier 3. No shop yet, lumber's still very low.
LawLiet actually daring to creep the next camp without the Ancient of War, but Happy right around the corner for the creep jack. This game is full throttle. We've been seeing very little creeping, mostly jacking and fighting. Oh, and these archers getting destroyed again by the creeps. Another one died. Almost all the archers gone now. LawLiet, he's been struggling this whole game, and Happy has been playing a great match here. Also, lightning quick reflexes earlier with the ghouls, focusing the archers right away. LawLiet needs this Naga kill, desperately needs this Naga kill,
Invul.
but there's the Invul, perfectly in time, saving the Naga for now. Would love to kill this Demon Hunter perhaps, but he's very tanky. Still 125 HP and the ring.
Naga?
He should win this fight, I believe.
Naga around the corner. How strong are the right clicks? How good is the Frost Arrow? Whew, stressful situation for both of them. 3 heroes about to drop, but since these guys are so good, not losing a single unit pretty much. This Archer maybe. Finally some production. LawLiet rushing bears.
They're playing so hard on the edge, dude. Like, so many saves on 2 HP.
Yeah.
Lesser Undeads or Night Elves would have lost so much here and would have lost this early game hard. To be fair, LawLiet lost this early game pretty hard, but that was because of the Ancient of War dying at the beginning. From then on, he played it really well, kept his chances alive, and now his bears coming in, and that rejuvenation, of course, very powerful for the Demon Hunter. Also a thing with this heavy aggression early is we look at the minimap, we have lots of creep camps still remaining, lots of experience to be gathered, especially good for triple hero, which Happy will be getting, and LawLiet most likely not.
We'll see about that. More skirmishes here, burns the DK. Reju, of course, now. Incredible. Destroyer upgrade for Happy, not finished yet, so LawLiet can soak up a little bit of this map and show a little more presence than he actually did before. Shop gonna be up. Orbs. Man, he rebuilt so many wisps here, as he's still solo on lumber. Happy has the tier 3 finished as well, waiting for a little bit more gold to get the orb. And yeah, try hero online.
And with the orb, whoops. Good old shop delay. How much fun. Gets the orb now, and now the creeping can really ramp up. And there's a sick power spike for Undead available, which is when he hits the crucial level ups of DK4, Naga 3, Lich 3. Then the Undead army is extremely strong, and with how many creep camps are still left on the map, that seems to be inevitable. LawLiet needs to get ready for this timing with either A, double level 5 heroes, or B, an expansion and superior economy. At the moment, he has neither, and isn't really close to either.
I wonder if the game plan is Zeppelin drop into the Haunted Gold Mine. Because he's going straight bears. This is not an army that can really fight with one archer, one dryad. This is a very good army to kill buildings. Or will be then. But no, okay, he goes into dryads now. Ooh, this is not gonna be easy. Happy takes out another Moonwell. LawLiet supply stuck, but he's at 50 already. Can maybe queue a couple of upgrades.
Happy already got the first lab creep, which was one of the best ones, the biggest ones on the map. He got the Sobi mask, which was a great item for him. LawLiet found the one of the wind, right? Yep, which can also be really good because it's only going to be limited to spell. Next big item, Scourge Bone Chimes for the ghouls for now. Pretty nice. Later on, probably going to be sold. But now we're going to have the first big fight of this game. Happy is going to take that engagement. He has the TP to get out if he needs to. Lots of damage on the Demon Hunter. This bonus health and armor helping him out. Oh my god, the staff. Last second gets him out of there. He's healing up. But the rejuvenation, perhaps not going to be good enough to get him back to full health. And Happy claims the full camp, full experience. And he got another level up.
So hard to engage when the Undead is on the high ground. Has all the advantages in the world right there. LawLiet was trying his best, but not coming to fruition yet. We get Ultra Vision, we get Wellspring, the good tier 3 upgrades here as well as Orb of Venom. LawLiet is playing without a town portal and with any kind of safety for the majority of the game. Now we got the Staff of Sanctuary. That helps. Well, Happy continues to soak up this map even more. Goes to the marketplace, loves these buildings. Goes for the Naga here. There is a potion. Has to use it. And the rest of the camp goes to LawLiet, who still desperately needs levels.
Yeah, Happy was worried about the Fog Lightning there. He didn't really need to use the potion, but he was worried it might be level 2 Fog Lightning. Of course, in that stressful creep jack, sometimes not easy to see all of it. So that big healing, a little wasted, but it's more important to make sure the Naga is alive, because now Naga will get level 3, DK will get level 4. Happy is nearing that dangerous power spike.
Fog Lightning level 2, of course, not too much, because mana burn. And we are getting close to an empty Tidehunters map. Red spot still available, turtle spot still available. So interesting to see that no one tried to expand, really. When sometimes this map is all about expansion and early tier 1 pushes with mass hunts and APs, etc, etc. Very, very different, but now Haunted Gold Mine on Happy's side and LawLiet is scouting in the wrong hemisphere.
Yeah, I think he's actually going for the right play, creeping up here. He knows he can't fight right now, so he's taking the part of the map where he's going to be left alone. Happy's getting the south, where he's getting more experience. He gets both the turtle camps with 2 consumables. LawLiet needs to get a big item here. He needs the movement speed. He gets the movement speed. Probably the Legion Doomboy would have been even better, but he's going to be satisfied with Ancient Django. He's got the 4-3 levels, which is the very least he needs. But Happy now, the Lich might reach the level 3. Oh my god, he needs just a tiny bit more. Might get at the green. But this is it. This is 4-3, 3 hero levels on Happy. He's ultra strong.
There is no TP on LawLiet's side, despite having 900 gold. But yeah, that's the level 3 as well. Coil, Fork Lightning, Nova, Scroll of the Beast, Orb, and Frenzy Ghouls. This is nasty. LawLiet not going into upkeep yet. Might lose this Moonwell. Wisp, who could have detonated, is getting killed. And of course, they left each other alone for such a long time that the Demon Hunter wasn't roaming and burning.
Moonwell is going to be taken out here before too long. Demon Hunter always has to be careful about being nuked. Mana on Happy is looking really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can mana burn 1 hero very effectively, maybe even 2, but you're never ever going to be able to burn all 3. Number 1 burn target is the DK, the second is the Lich, and only the third is the Naga. So she should usually have pretty good mana to work with. LawLiet under tons of pressure. Lots of gold, though, that he's not investing. He did go for an Ancient of Wind, soon to be Hippos coming in, but now we have Happy with the expansion standing.
Kinda curious that he's not spending this gold. Happy sends a ghoul to the lab. Is that what's that for him? Undead Shredder? Not really. Zeppelin, does he really need that? Maybe he just scanned? I don't see any scans. Huh. Maybe just checking if everything's still available. Yeah, this is a 2 base, 1 base situation. Not where LawLiet wants to be in. He needs that big play now.
Yeah, LawLiet, he stayed in this game very well with some really cool early moves, but after that first initial Ancient of War loss, it was really an uphill battle. And when Happy grabs the lead, he rarely gives it up. And he loves playing for the late game. He loves going into a creeping game and having these hero levels where he can really shine. And so hard for LawLiet to engage Happy's army. Absolutely massive. The only thing Happy's missing is 1 or 2 A-bombs, and he's going to have the perfect force.
Disease Cloud will of course be nice. But yeah, kind of far away from that. 2-0 coming, but no armor upgrades. Hurts a lot. Hippos. Happy does have web already. Is prepared for everything. Closing in on 80. 1-0 upgrade. I can only imagine more upgrades coming soon. Can he force a couple of coils? Can he force a Nova? 4 destroyers in the air.
Yeah, Hippogriffs, they're pretty hit and miss most of the time. Either they work out really well or they fall flat on their face. Of course, you need a certain amount of them to make them work in the first place so they don't all get webbed. And for that, usually you need 2 base economy. LawLiet trying to make it work off of 1 base is going to be very tough. Especially with Happy's micro. We can expect him to web and kite excellently as he always does. However, it's not that many fiends right here, right? Only 4. So maybe these hippos can do something.
Thank you, GM Kayo, for the sub, and Noe1510 as well. Much love, guys. Can this one of the wind make a difference against 4 destroyers? Unlikely. And Happy is going for the Abomination, breaking into high upkeep.
I don't mind it. Happy knows he only has to hold the next attack, and if he has to lose some gold for it, that's fine, because he was scouting for the enemy bases over and over so that there's no expansion. And again, continuously. It's the DK scouting, the Ghoul scouting, the Reveal scouting. He's always scouting, and he sees LawLiet on only 1 base, and the Russian knows he's in a marvelous position. This game, LawLiet is going to need some kind of miracle, perhaps. Upgrade-wise, at least, we have the Night Elf in the lead. 3rd attack upgrade about to finish. Happy only on 1-0.
Is that gonna work, man? I'm really curious about that. Happy at 90. No next Ziggurat yet, so we will be at 90 for quite some time. That is super expensive. Despite having the 2nd base, his income is almost the same for the 2. Just 1 gold per round different. Can LawLiet outmine this? 2,700 is gonna take a long time, though. What's the item situation? Is that gonna give him an advantage? Not really. Demon Hunter's packing a punch. Finds a destroyer here. No invul, no heal scroll, no potions at all. And Happy just sitting on his haunted gold mine, hatching that egg.
We finally have 1 invul now, currently on the Naga. The thing is, you want to have invul on the Naga because he's super low HP, but you also want to have invul on the Demon because he's always in the front line. But with only 1 shop, it's hard to get both, especially with limited resources. LawLiet is about to have 3-1 upgrades, and that is some serious buffed up bears and dryads. But Happy has 90 supply, he's got a tower at the expansion, soon to be a 2nd perhaps, and a shop. And I was just waiting for the moment where LawLiet's going to place down an expansion, because that's when he's going to attack. If not even before that.
Also far away. He's getting more and more hippos and still very limited anti-air. Of course, you got Nova, you got Fort Lightning, you got a lot of right-click attacks and a couple of webs. Oh, it's actually 5, 6, 7. Oh, well, Happy is getting more and more fiends in this mix. 92. Constantly broke. But oh boy, there's a lot of fiends now. 6 of them. Still hippos? This is 9 hippos or something? Can do it maybe. They're also getting nuked. It's so rough.
So it's gonna be 10 hippos in the end. He's got 2 supplies still left open. And okay, LawLiet is hoping to have one decent fight, move over the tree of eternity to the natural, and then make this a one base kind of game again. But Happy's gonna be up at 100 supply. Unsummons the altar, classic Happy move for 90 gold. Wants to get a little bit more coin to get more scrolls and such. He's got triple heal scroll on top of having 100 supply.
Yeah, and he can use that in quick succession. There's also the Scroll of the Beast on top of heavy damage heroes and units. Rough. We get defense upgrades. We got Nature's Blessing. Yeah, but LawLiet needs the fight of his life, basically. Fairy Dragons were added. Or not? Oh, maybe he cancelled it again. Decent idea against statue. Ah, there's one. Okay. Decent idea. It's gonna be a lot of healing, gonna be a lot of regen. Gonna be a lot of spell casting, of course, as well.
Yeah, can work out well, although usually the undead very quickly kites back, and then the fairy is oftentimes out of range. But if the fight is more static, that fairy damage can do a decent job. And the big hammerfall is about to hit here. 99 supply for Happy. Second attack upgrade about to finish. Would love to see an armor upgrade as well for Happy. And seems like he's got the necessary fiend numbers. And here, by the way, the Dark Ranger, the Naga comes in very nicely against these hippos. Nowadays, we see a lot of undeads play dual hero only, DK Lich, and then dealing with hippos, not so easy. But if you have Nova and Forked Lightning, that's very powerful against the hippogriffs.
Last couple of minutes, no one got a point of experience. No skeleton, no wisp, nothing was killed, no creeps. Oh, there's a little bit of a green spot here. Main base is about to expire. 400 gold. LawLiet got a scout in the north to see if Happy goes for another second base. Who's losing patience?
So far, no one. Usually, when we see this kind of a situation, one player banking on 2 bases camping and the other guy on 1 base trying to make the biggest army, it's the other way around. Normally, that would be the undead's job, but here now we see it. That LawLiet is in this unfortunate situation with Happy just having controlled this game very, very well so far. Early game and mid game absolutely belonged to the Russian, and now in the late game, he has shown a lot of patience. Until now! Now he wants to run in. He's even bringing a ton of ghouls, against which, of course, there's no counter through a panda.
Illusions would have loved to see them on the hippos rather than on the bears. The total gold mined, actually, just 200 difference here, and that factors in upkeep. So, we'll see. LawLiet got the shop here, got the moonwells here. Can they engage well? Ooh, the hippos. This is a bad situation. The bears can't really reach. The hippos can't really reach. This is not easy for LawLiet.
The ghouls were kind of sacrificed there. Happy perhaps could have controlled those a little bit better. Now the hippos flying in again. Some of them getting webbed, not all of them. Destroyers, though, they're all still alive. Not a single destroyer has been taken out so far. Coils flying, healing them up again. And these hippogriffs, there we see it. They're all taken out. And they hardly did anything. And now the destroyers reign supreme in the air. Demon Hunter in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Almost a coil flying. He gets the invo potion off just barely in time. Demon about to get level 5, but Happy still with 77 supply against only 50 on the Night Elf side.
Demon Hunter's about to drop as well, gets a little bit of healing. Bears are about to fall. Dryads now left only. No Roar, no Reju. Just the Demon Hunter, the Naga, and maybe the Tree of Eternity even. But Focus Fire is way too crazy. Emperor gets map number 1. I think that is very, very certain. Now he can expand in the north again if he wants to. LawLiet down to 30. Refuses to give this up. Hoping to get a big detonate here, but this is not the campaign where with detonates win you the mission. GG 1-0.
Great game here on a very high level. Love that early game and mid game, especially in the late game. Happy showing the patience. Yeah, against Happy, you just cannot afford to lose the Ancient of War early. Although LawLiet almost came back from it, which is kind of crazy, but he certainly had a big disadvantage moving out of that early game. And LawLiet will probably realize he can't take these risks against Happy in the semifinal.
That was so sick, dude. Hats off to Happy for getting an advantage early game. Killing Ancient War happens all the time, right? People do it. I do it in my ladder games all the time. I'll lose very often doing so. He gets the tiny advantage. It's a decently sized advantage, I will admit, but he kills that Ancient War, never gives up. 25-minute game. Never once is he behind after that one lead in the early game. Absolutely crazy. But then LawLiet, of course, knowing his comeback mechanic, he just sits in his base. He knows Happy's high upkeep. He just sits in his base for 10 minutes straight and goes from being down 20 supply to still being down 20 supply, but at least having 3/3 supply with some anti-air. The positioning wasn't the greatest on that first initial fight with the Hippogriffs, I think. And I think the Demon Hunter maybe could have came from a different angle than the rest of the army, being a little bit out. Unfortunate. It all comes down to one fight, and it's not perfect. But Happy made an error at the beginning too with the ghouls, like you mentioned. But that was sick. That was high level. I mean, I was just sitting here like, oh my god, the whole time. I love games like that when it's tense and it's just small little things. Both players are sitting. I love games like that, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think what was so cool, yeah, he sacrificed the ghouls in that final fight, but did you see the Fiend micro? He webbed every single hippo, moved back and repositioned, and LawLiet got smacked. And you could say like 100 versus 80 was tough to begin with. I agree, but that was insane micro and positioning from Happy. Wow, that was incredible. And yeah, you don't see that every day where two players sit in their base for 10 minutes and just mass up, so timid to fight, so worried, wanting as much of an advantage as they can get. That was an incredible game one.
Still a little angry at using the Wand of Illusion on the bears, not on the hippos. I think that could have helped a lot, especially since everything was so clumped up. I feel like some positions on Tide Hunters are really weird to engage, like this one there at the expansion, similar situation on the right-hand side there as well. Very narrow positions there, and LawLiet with all the bears and dryads on the ground, that hurt.
What do you guys think about him choosing LawLiet to go to the big turtle expansion with, I believe it even has less gold, and not his natural there at the end of the game? Is it because then his main base would have been exposed and he would have lost all his moonwells and stuff, whereas he knew he had to just get a defensive position at that? I don't know, because maybe you could make an argument the other way around. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a good question. He certainly made a conscious choice to take that one. But I couldn't tell you either what makes that position better.
Yeah, I don't know, because he could have. I mean, it's going to come down to a fight of that expansion, but perhaps it gives him counterattack options if he goes to his natural, as opposed to, I think that would be your second that you would, because it's harder to creep. But I don't know. I think it's small potatoes, because it was still 100 with 3 heal scrolls against 80 and the hero level difference. And yeah, Happy he just never gave up the advantage. That's similar to what we saw Exlord do to Insub yesterday on Concealed Hill. Gets that small edge, that one creep camp, never gives it up, and really Happy shows his experience. And LawLiet, I mean, he did what he could. He really did. And that shows that he's not going to give up early. Some people may have GG'd after losing that Ancient War. Some people definitely would have GG'd after losing that second Ancient War and Happy getting all the creep camps on the map. But he makes it a real game. And there's a real shot he could win that fight if there's a big slip up, if there's not enough mana on the undead heroes, because he lets himself get mana burned, etc. So.
Alright, these matches of course possible due to the Flow network, the server structure we have at W3 Champions. We provide them a little, but also every bit of Patreon contributions help. They're up at Patreon, W3 Champions. You find the link on their homepage on the right hand side. So if you want to keep the server infrastructure intact and maybe improve upon it, there's a wonderful way to support the guys at W3 Champions, patreon.com/W3 Champions. There are what feels like a million different tiers that unlock profile pictures and special Discord roles, etc, etc, etc. Only 89 Patreons. Can we boost that to 100 together, ladies and gentlemen? I got a custom award here for the Masters tier support. I'm a role model. You should be like me. Go sign up. patreon.com/W3 Champions.
Perfect
and that
timing.
lines up perfectly for our next game to start. Happy took a minute before joining into the next game, which is very rare to see. Normally, Happy is always overeager to start the next match, but here he took a moment. We're getting ready for map 2, and unsurprisingly, LawLiet chooses Amazonia.
Yeah, these are banger matches when Happy faces Foggy here on AZ. So I wonder if LawLiet is now playing a little bit more similar to Foggy, or is he still trusting the Hunter of the Demons? Happy with the 1-0 lead in the upper right hand side, and LawLiet bottom left. Demon Hunter or Keeper or something entirely different?
Happy, early on, wants to gamble. He sends out a ghoul trying to cancel the Ancient of War, was hoping that LawLiet would position it in a greedy fashion close to the creeps. But it's not that greedy. That position here is pretty safe, and oh, look at the Wisp. The Wisp blocks the ghoul from getting too far into the back. The ghoul takes a lot of damage, so he can't really re-aggro the creeps too easily. So this Ancient of War should finish, usually. Normally, the creeps give up the aggro after a while, especially if the Wisp comes in. Happy rarely does this. It's usually the Mikael move to pull this off. But yeah, LawLiet defends this beautifully. The Ancient of War damaged, but will survive. And this costs Happy so much lumber. This doesn't bode well for his early game.
Dear mods, I'm very, very sorry. For the entirety of the game, you will be asked, why is there a second necropolis in the base? That's the reason here. You commit the lumber harvesting ghoul to this one, so you build a necropolis, which doesn't cost more any lumber, but a little bit more gold. Still gives you the 10 supply to continue building units. Demon Hunter again.
Yeah, interesting. Normally, Keeper Demon Dryads is all the rage at the moment and has been looking really good. But here we're going to have Demon Hunter by LawLiet. On this map can also be really good. A fast level 3 demon can be super powerful, especially with a Naga to control the small map that is Amazonia. But without a Keeper, it's going to be a lot harder to expand. But maybe LawLiet just wants to play it one base here. LawLiet is a Night Elf who's much more comfortable playing one base than, for example, a Moon or a Foggy would be.
Oh yeah, it's not his number one objective. Ooh, close, but no cigar. Ring of protection here. Plus, very, very close to the level 2. Happy with the lightning shield himself. Gets detonated. But okay, last hit goes to the Russian. Oh, of course, claws of attack for him. Happy item DLC activated.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter's ring for the early game not that great, but later on it's going to be really good to deal with the orb or to counteract the orb. And also the slipper is exactly what he was hoping for. When is the tech going to happen here is the question for Happy. With how much lumber he lost, it's not that easy. He went for the shop now, so there was a little bit more lumber than he needed. All in all, this should be a much faster tech for LawLiet. We see it starting right now. It's not going to be that much faster, but by a decent amount. And this is going to be very relevant for the second hero timing, especially, of course, keeping in mind that it could very well be a Naga on both sides.
Was about to touch on that as well. There's a battle in the middle, for sure. Will we see boots this time? Is the question. LawLiet stealing the Berserker away, getting close to 3. Another pair of slippers, so Happy not the only one with good items.
Yeah, these are amazing drops for the Demon Hunter, really. But the strength of ghouls early on here is you can creep the middle camp super easily, which is not possible with just demon and archers. So for that reason, the Night Elf has to be aggressive in the middle and at least slow it down if he cannot stop it. Would have loved to see more Wisps. There it is. Next Wisp detonate coming in, but Happy's so fast with the splits. He's even baiting the Wisp to detonate, but never allows the double deado. Extremely good play by Happy.
Yeah, not even sure if he saw that Wisp already or if he was just anticipating it. He's a very, very good Warcraft player, Remo. I can tell you that. Ring of protection now, and we do have boots on top of the double slippers. Lots of footwear for LawLiet, but also a massive mistake. You can't afford to slip once, even with the double slippers. You get punished immediately.
And now Happy can get level 3 easy at the trolls, or if he wants to be ambitious, can go to the Merc camp. But he's not gonna go there. LawLiet also has a Scout Wisp over there. DK sold the ring. He bought that circlet to beef up even more, finding another slippers. Oh man, I would love to see a Dark Ranger here, but in this matchup, not the greatest idea.
Is it Christmas today? Everybody's getting new socks. This could be a double kill. Demon Hunter, of course, has to be very, very careful, but the ghouls are way too hurt. The archer backup is here, so LawLiet with the third kill. This is one deny at least, so not all experience, but definitely taking ghouls out of the army, reduces creep speed, and in general forces more resources off of Happy, so it's not all Happy this game.
Yeah, and Happy actually does address one of my concerns and does show us that he is mortal. He stayed in with these ghouls a little bit too long. That was a mistake. He should have lost only one ghoul really there. He wanted to try to take a fight. Noticed too late that he cannot fight against this Demon Hunter without mana. So a bit of a slip up there by him, but it should be fine. He forced the TP earlier. He's going tier 3 and going Lich second now. No Naga this time, at least not for him. For LawLiet, should be Naga or maybe a Panda. Panda newly buffed. Although on this small map, Naga usually the preferred choice.
There we go.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, Panda. I don't know if you get the time to creep them up. Everybody loves the Panda, but yeah, needs some caretaking for sure. Happy sees Wisps here. They're all pretty hurt, but we do have a fight in the middle. DK trying to steal something, but this is just a little bit of distraction. What can he really do? Steal something at the shop maybe, but nothing of value is in there. And the Demon Hunter wants to roam around anyway, so not too sure what this accomplished.
Yeah, there's not too much you can do right now anyways. He doesn't want to creep the Merchant away because the Lich is going to need that experience. And now LawLiet, we're going to see how aggressive he wants to play it. He could be super aggro if he wants, trying to pressure with all of his units, or he could just harass with the Demon and creep with the Naga. That is usually the better late game play, and that is indeed what he's doing. Pulls out the Merc camp, and it's going to creep it without the Demon Hunter. This is not an easy camp without the Demon, but with a Lightning Shield, oh, here we see it again. LawLiet with his wonderful creep patterns.
I was about to badly insult you. Do you dare to question LawLiet's creeping? Don't you ever do that in my presence, Mr. Remo Demo. There is Scourge Bone Chimes, of course, decent for bears, and amazing for the Demon Hunter, of course. Some more regen, and the Demon Hunter continues to harass, but gotta be a little careful of not being surrounded.
Yeah, of course, he took a ton of damage there on the Naga, but the cool thing is, the Demon is securing this creeping. He knows where the undead is, and bears will be coming in with that rejuve very, very soon. And the new bears are super powerful, which came as a big surprise to all the Night Elves out there. We're starting off with 2 Dryads, though, and a shop lined up for the tier 3. I like this as well. LawLiet doesn't go for the shop too early, doesn't want to waste those resources in quotes. Doesn't need that fast staff because he's going creeping first, but he wants, of course, to have the shop on the tier 3 timing to get that power floor.
Yeah, very, very different from Foggy's playstyle, of course, where a shop is absolutely mandatory for the strategy. For LawLiet, a different case. Happy has, once again, the ghouls at a very, very hurt level, and the rest of the Dryads is coming in as well. Just has to be careful with his demon, spams a Nova, gets a couple of hits out. Tome of Agility number 2, who got that last hit? LawLiet got it. So we got +4 Agi from the 2 tomes in the corners, Remo.
And he also got a lot of ghoul kills, right? This must have been at least 4, maybe 5 ghoul kills that Happy allowed here. And that is just the tiniest bit of sloppy play. It's, of course, not precisely sloppy play, but it's not entirely perfect by Happy. He lost a few more ghouls than he would have liked. As we can see, the ghoul force right here with only 4, rather low. 1 ghoul kept in the main for more lumber harvesting. Happy finally now going to get the orb, and it's going to have the opportunity to creep the natural. Maybe it could have been nice for LawLiet after the creep jack bottom right to go to the north and contest the gold mine there. But Happy, perhaps a little lucky that he's not going to have to deal with the Night Elf for the next couple of minutes.
Alright, needs the master training is LawLiet, and orb and staff and a little bit of healing. How are the upgrades looking so far? 0, 0, 0, 0. Burrow coming, Destro upgrade coming. Okay, both take a little bit of a break, but what's there left to creep? Only red spots, right? Guess so.
Oh, look at that creep.
Wow.
He pulls out the granite, he blocks him on the way back. He's taking basically 0 damage from this camp, which retains
Sick.
a lot of mana on these bears for more reju to be used later. Happy is taking a good bit of damage here, but the statues are healing for him. Lost another ghoul, this one to the creeps. So yeah, indeed, plenty of ghouls going down. The Lich fortunately does not die. Hood of Cunning, good item for the Lich, but not the big order.
Yeah, same on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter and Lich both crazy damage dealers. Level 4 demon, so that's also a very good tank. 13 armor points. Do we have Frenzy yet? Yes, we do. Destroy upgrade already. Transitioning into Abominations is happy. LawLiet trying to get a pickup here. Force a coil. It's about every single point of mana basically between them.
Yeah, we can see reflected in the levels how good of a game this was by LawLiet, how well he played it. Normally, if the unit is playing dual hero only at this stage in the game, the DK should easily be level 4, but he's not. The DK is still missing a little bit, and this missing second point in the aura hurts for the movement speed, for the micro capabilities, and also for a bit of healing. But Happy now perhaps finally wants to be aggressive himself. However, his army is looking really small indeed.
Coil Nova for a single archer to make use of a little bit of regen, I guess, and to use these spells before mana burn comes in. Naga creeping this pretty much solo, gets the heal scroll as well, and that was the necessary experience for that sad level 4. And now we can start running away because the Dryads are not in range, or not in range for much longer. For the rest of the army, it's only the DK taking a couple of hits, which does hurt, but you know, a DK never dies.
LawLiet knows he is not to be engaging onto the Blight here. That would be a big mistake. Happy sitting at 50. Good gold. Decent lumber. Disease Cloud would be a big upgrade for him. We don't see it yet, though. For LawLiet, what we see is the expansion coming up at 50. But Happy's going to have that scout very fast.
Exactly. Of course, can't TP to this one. Destroyer cancels it immediately. That does buy time for the rock golems. It's good experience. Get some step towards level 5. Happy could fall back and creep the rock golems here on the right hand side as well. This is a cancel. Oh, 1 detonate, 1 kill. LawLiet wants to brawl. Supply is even.
Yeah, it could kind of catch Happy out on the map. There's low mana on the undead side, so this would not be a good fight. And there's still no Disease Cloud. This one a little bit late. Another tiny error by Happy. But there's a TP on the Russian to get out here if he needs to. Heavy focus on the A-bomb. The Dryads expose themselves to the focus fire to go down. No, only one. The staff saved the other. And the Fiend Burrow saved those units for Happy. And LawLiet is reminded that he's gonna need a dust.
Yeah, or at least use the reveal from the laboratory, which was not the case here. Second attack upgrade coming for the Korean. Hippos as well. And this time, there's no web yet. He prioritizes Disease Cloud. And there's only 1 destroyer as well, not 4 like in the last game. But they might be able to buy the time. These hippos for more bears on the ground. When and where to engage is the question. LawLiet banking on an expansion once again. Happy seeing this once again. Exposing the hippos, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good first showing for them. This destroyer is definitely dead. Happy didn't expect the hippos yet. He thought he was going to be able to save the destroyer. He might actually save it.
Yeah.
With the Dryads not being able to reach the destroyer. Should get back home with the DK's help. Indeed he will. That would have been a costly loss. But Happy keeps it alive. And he knows about the expansion timing. Happy should be going into upkeep. In fact, is in upkeep already.
LawLiet as well. Gets a little bit more experience and is not being trapped here. It could have been dangerous because there is no TP. Level 4 for the Naga. And yeah, mass production here. Web is coming, so for the next fight. Lots of fiends, lots of webs. Still curious if these hippos will do too much. Except distraction. Sold the replenish, gets another... Oh, no, not a second heal scroll. Invul. Ah, I see. That's pretty big.
He's also got good items. He's got the heal scroll, invul, and a mana potion. And destroyers being morphed right here. Could be 4 destroyers up in the air. Only a single statue on the ground then. Happy's force is looking scary. Supply-wise, we're dead even. Demon Hunter getting focused right away. Trying to surround. Gets him. Gonna force the staff right away. The Naga, where is she? A little too far away, maybe. Forces the invul potion early. Hippos flying in, but the webs land on all of them.
Happy is so explosive. Did you see that damage? But Riju was going through heal potion as well. Time for LawLiet to strike. Disease cloud spread by Happy everywhere. And the mana is gone, if I see that correctly. So only calculatable right-click damage from Happy. Fiends are starting to drop. Still 65 supply. Roar re-enabled. 3 destroyers once again. A massive amount of wisps. And LawLiet is getting slaughtered in these fights.
Demon Hunter mana burn doesn't connect there quickly enough. The demon was saved, but out of the fight, and Happy absolutely destroyed that engagement. Demon Hunter low HP still, needs to be careful. Staff not ready yet, Staff not ready yet. Demon Hunter in serious trouble. This could be the last that he's going to be alive here on Amazonia. Staff just barely was ready again. And Happy smashed this engagement. Takes out the Ancient of War. Is going to take out the Tree of Life, and it didn't mind at all yet. LawLiet had a good early game this time. But Happy again clutches it out in the lane.
All the practice against Foggy's expansion play comes to show now. Do we have a dust against these fiends? I don't think so. Kills one. Roar again. Demon Hunter got to carry hardcore. And he's cleaning the ground up a little bit. There's the scan now. That's another kill. One more kill towards level 5.
Demon Hunter getting focused now. No reach for him at the moment, but Staff is always there to protect him. Dride's taken out. Now Frost Armor cannot be dispelled anymore. DK very hurt, but he gets to level 5.
Oh my.
And the statues in the back, of course, always healing.
And the Destroyer survives as well. Statues can work overtime now. Wisps coming in for the detonate, but is that worth it? Not too sure. Prevents... Oh no, there is a coil actually. Can save that Destroyer. And what do you do? Naga hurt. Demon Hunter back. But it's the last bit of Moonjuice and it just turned daytime. Desperate attempt by LawLiet to prolong this game to keep this expo up.
Demon Hunter with a mana burn once again, but this Frost Armor just doing a great job against this demon. If the Drides are too close, they're taken out so fast. They have 0 armor upgrades, which looks like a pretty big mistake by LawLiet. But he's trying to go for the hero kill, but Happy has the invul when it's needed. Lich no longer protected, but Lich might be fine. He can go for the next Frost Armor. No, he can't. Demon staffed out again. LawLiet is trying everything, but only 29 supply remaining. Before, against... it was the Night Elf Mirror. He showed how well he can defend with only a single Demon Hunter. But here, against Happy, it might not work out. But he's still in this.
Exactly. Maybe there is. There's more Fork Lightning. Happy has no TP. Only the Aura. Here comes the burn. Is he focusing this DK? Slows him down now. There is still... There must be boots, right? No, there's no boots. And so Happy can just go for a staff, an invul potion, invis potion, or everything at the same time. So he's safe. But this also goes... Oh, Jesus. For the expansion... Another reveal. More kills.
Doing his very best. He's Scourge Boneshine. So wonderful for him. DK staffing back and he bought the mana potion here.
Oh my god.
And that lag. A little unfortunate.
Worst possible moment. Maybe you didn't read it.
Yeah, it's probably just lagging hardcore. Very unfortunate. It seems like Happy is about to close out this game, but it's not over yet. It's about every bit of micro here.
Stressful situations for everyone. Excellent! Lifting the mood here. Alfredo Coco, shout out to you. Even Fly is in on the joke. Oh boy. Love that Fly is in on this, just giggling there away with his cat headset on. Alright. As fun as this is, of course, let's try this. Okay.
Alright.
Ooh, Lit's in trouble! Fog lightning! Okay, here we go! Foggy was spending 2 years trying to get this move off. Eventually got it, and here now, Fog lightning. Is that the way to get back into this game? Or will he just kill this Naga because there's a long range coil? Okay, both second heroes gone.
That could have been almost a disaster, a PR disaster, if that hero died because of the ping, but Happy gets the quick vengeance. Is unsummoning a Ziggurat in the main, and again the altar, as so often, he wants to get the Lich back. Level 4 Lich it was, so that should be around 650 gold, maybe 700, somewhere around there, I think 600 something. It's gonna have it in a moment. Demon Hunter alone to carry this now.
One Wrathbringer to save them all. Can't go for the Naga here. Down to 50%. As you said, this Vamp Aura was amazing in that fight, but the Naga was carrying that Vamp Aura. No money for a Tavern Revive. Mass detonates on top of that Mana Burn. Ooh, Mana Burn on cooldown now. There was a coil. Happy bringing everything, even the ghouls.
Also saves that very last ghoul on 2 HP. He's gonna have a little bit more lumber income. That, by the way, does kind of matter if he's gonna have to expand at some point. And the mains are about to expire. Even if LawLiet loses this expansion, he might be able to re-expand with his main tree later.
Yeah.
The Naga's gonna be back before too long, and this demon level 5 is still a house.
Ooh, that one wisp he couldn't didn't detonate gives the Lich level 5. He detonated 5, but the one was too much. LawLiet, what now? 37 supply against 57. But do you want to push into that Night Elf base when it starts to be nighttime now? Not sure.
A town is under siege.
Oh, and the destroyers. How's he gonna deal with those? Orb, okay.
Dryads.
Hippogriff does work out.
Ooh, with the slow. It gets the kill.
And that should be a kill. And I guess Happy perhaps a little over-eager. That's some value. Dude, did you see that XP jump on the demon?
Yo.
He's really close to 6 now.
Destroyers give a lot of XP. Not only mercenaries. Remo, maybe we have to incorporate that into casts. 5 supply unit, of course. 1,000 gold for
5
LawLiet.
supply units. They give like 120 XP or something.
It's
a lot.
Man, poor destroyers. Don't do damage. Don't really attack because they miss all the time. Give a lot of XP as well. Close to level 6 on the DK as well, because, but of course the ultimate kinda bad. Happy's mining for 50 gold, and then that's it.
So is he gonna go super all in? Or are we gonna see the Haunted Gold Mine now? Mana pot again. Yeah, Happy doesn't have the gold. Happy has no gold to expand himself. He's putting all his chips on the table. He's all in.
LawLiet wants to burn as fast as possible with that level 3, of course, goes into statues. Happy in for the block. Swiftly moves away before he gets
another
burned
burn.
again.
That's huge.
Yeah, stayed exactly for the cooldown. And then burned again. But, hey, counter expansion.
Ah, okay, he queued it already when his resources were gone. I thought he didn't have enough anymore, but he queued it before. That certainly seems like the safer play. LawLiet doesn't really seem like he can cancel this one. Happy spreads out his army nicely. Heroes in the back, so they don't get burned too easy. He would love to have a Naga in this kind of game to put slow on the demon, but he only has the dual hero here. But double level 5 hero. That Coil Nova hurts a ton. If this Naga flies out of position once, she's instant dead.
Yeah. Love the double orb, by the way. More venom spread. Statues have, of course, to heal against that. Surround pretty much immediately. Once again, he's waiting for the cooldown. Coil Nova. Hoo-hoo. That is a lot of mana that LawLiet is draining here. Very, very smart play. High stakes. Okay. Expo up at 60%. Pretty much the same for Happy. Again, poison, poison, poison.
Three hippogriffs. How much are they going to be able to do? We have so many fiends. Roar coming in, but also quickly getting dispelled. Hippos can't quite connect. One getting webbed right away. And I gotta say, man, these hippos, they look so underwhelming every time Happy has to face them.
I agree. At least on one engine of wind. With two, it's a totally different thing, but of course can't play that on one base. So, what did all this preparation do? Shredder, not part of this fight, but neither are the hippos.
Big Nova on the Bears. That's level 3 Nova connecting on the Bears big time. Happy kiting away. Much faster, of course, with his aura. Destroyers facing off against the Demon Hunter, kiting back further. LawLiet definitely not in the best position, but he gets a Destroyer. Another Destroyer. Every bit of experience here matters. He's going to get the A-Bomb as well, but I think that one may have been denied with the Dark Ritual. Not sure about that. And the Bears, when they connect, they do good damage. Staff coming in. Demon in trouble. DK in trouble as well. Pulls him back. He eats the Fiend, has the Nova. Demon Hunter dies next to the tree. He didn't survive after the staff. That was the DK level 6. And more Bears going down. And that seems now to be the end.
Incredible. Incredible! How do you fight back? Does he have the gold? He does. But, man, this force is still so big. There's still a mana potion. There's still an invul potion. There's 2 invul potions. Nature's Blessing now, finally. Maybe that helps him. Is there a counterattack? No, Happy's mining. Of course, no Treants here. No waddling engine of war or something. Reveal
coming through. There could be a lot of Fiend kills. Coil only hits the Lich. 2 Fiends going down. Wait a minute. LawLiet still in this with only 22 supply. He eats the Fiend. Doesn't have the Nova though. Didn't have enough mana. And all the Fiends are dead suddenly. And now, Hippos can really come in heavy.
He's going Dryad. Staffs out that bear. Of course, that goes next to the Tree of Eternity. Is a little bit of a gift here. Man, this Demon Hunter is so crazy with all the agi. Has to use the mana potion. Probably the last one. Naga and Demon focusing on that Destroyer again. The Orbs of Venom putting in a punch, but that's the last bit of coil. Invo potion on the Demon, the DK as well. Close to level 5 Naga, and then Fork Lightning really hurts mana burn. Right before coil, but the Nova is there!
D got the level 6. I never saw Happy so cannibalistic. He's been eating so many Fiends to get those crucial Novas out. And now it really is only one Demon Hunter left. He needs that level 6. Needs it bad.
Yeah.
Perhaps with the ultimate he can still do it. He's hunting down these statues. But with the level 2 aura, it's very hard to chase after them.
Oh my.
Might be getting that statue though. Happy. If he wants to save it, he has to morph it. And he does.
Okay. No money for Tavern Revive again. Lich could eat the A-Bomb, maybe? Oh, also no mana, I guess. Reju, important. So important to save Moon Juice.
Yeah, this mana burn prevented the Dark Ritual. Otherwise, he would have been dead.
Yeah.
Sick plays by LawLiet and Happy both. Another freebie bear right there. Double level 6s. Of course, the undead ults, very underwhelming. But just the heroes and the army by itself is looking terrifying. Tree of Life. The last stand for LawLiet. He needs 1 more kill, maybe 2. For his ultimate.
Yeah, will he really be a Tree of Eternity? I don't think so. He can repair. LawLiet's resources rather small. Okay, here comes the repair now. Can LawLiet get a kill? He's trying to burn. He's doing some damage. Her Destroyer is coming back in. So much. Okay, here's the Coil Nova, and that's the end for you, my friend. No hero on the field anymore. LawLiet doesn't really want to recognize it, but Happy is also gonna win map 2.
Sick game between the two of them. Bear in the north trying to do some harass. Dude, he keeps on eating these Fiends, and we actually see death and decay coming in. Happy wants to finish this game in style with an ultimate that's actually doing something. That Tree of Eternity is going down. Happy can fall back to save his own expansion. And Happy's about to take the 2-0 lead and match point in this semifinal. Happy with a rough early game, but a great comeback. And He is just by far the best Undead versus Night Elf player in the world. LawLiet is getting a taste of that right here.
Isn't it crazy if you look at the experience circles, how close he was to the so important level 3 Fork Lightning, to the so important Metamorphosis, but he didn't get that. And trying to rebuild the heroes. He still believes in the heroes, but it's more than 2 times the supply. It's close to level 7 DK. And we got the Undead Fireworks in Death and DK.
As you mentioned, the experience is just barely missing. Can you remember the Creepjack at the Red Camp where he didn't have a dust?
Oh, wow.
Had he had a dust right there, there would have
wow.
been 2 Fiend kills on the spot. That perhaps could have swung this game around. But now Happy. I've been saying this for the last couple of minutes, seems to be closing it up, but LawLiet is living on a prayer, living on 21 supply, 20 now,
Players' forces are
and
under
1
attack.
big ultimate.
Dryad killing another Acolyte. Is that... Oh, still not level 5. He needs more. Needs more kills. Is he getting one? Not really. Once again, he's preparing the army really well. But that's not enough. Statues. Lifesavers. They're kind of dry now. Is that the kill? Was that a level up? Still not.
The DK gets it though. However, those are all useless, I guess. He's got the aura and the coil already.
Pick the ultimate. Maybe also a little celebratory here. The fight lasts 2 seconds. Demon Hunter is once again down to 200 HP. The next nuke is gonna kill him. Oh, almost kill him off. But that's GG. It is hopeless here on AZ. And whoo, Happy runs away. 2-0 in the series. Didn't lose a single map in the grand final so far.
LawLiet putting up a good fight again, though. I would just love to see these guys duking it out for 20 maps in a row. I feel like we're seeing the very best Night Elf versus Undead that the world has to offer. Happy just has that little bit of an edge. Game 1, it was the early game. Game 2, it was the comeback in the late game. Happy always eking out on top, but LawLiet, he's keeping this very, very close.
I mean, if Happy, he does this thing where he keeps LawLiet on 1 base. He ensures to always scale for that expansion. He doesn't let LawLiet get on the 2-base economy, or of course there'd be 2 Ancient of Winds for mass hippos, as Neil mentioned. That's when it's overwhelming. And with 1 Ancient of Wind, it's very underwhelming. And then he just morphs like 4 destroyers. And LawLiet's been doing a really good job of avoiding the mana destroyers with his bears. He's doing a ring around the rosy until they're out of mana, then he'll engage. But still fighting into 4 or 5 destroyers. Although it's a lot of supply for Happy, it seems to be working when it's 1 base, and there's not enough anti-air. So Happy's been consistently making this work, and we saw LawLiet really get ahead in the early game and then still push his advantage, similar to what happened in game 1, but then Happy just banks, hits a strong timing with these 4 destroyers, and that's all it takes, man. The nuke was so strong that game.
Ricky, you're muted.
Rick the Dick.
Oh, hello. Well, I was saying LawLiet's so good at handling just that demon though at the end of the game. Imagine if it hit 6. Can you imagine if demon got 6? Or if it lived on the staff too. Like, even when LawLiet's down, he's still got a lot of fight in him. So that was a good game. But Happy just looks so dominant.
And I wonder if this is the time now to go back to the tried and true. Where is the Keeper Demon Dryad Expo? Where is the norm? Where is the strong build? Where is the Happy Slayer that Foggy showed before? LawLiet is going with the old school style of Demon First, which was kind of rotated out quite a while ago in favor of Keeper. But LawLiet tried it here, especially map 2 on Amazonia. I can definitely understand it because you can't really expand there too early with a Keeper, I guess, anyways. But on the other maps, I would like to see it quite a bit more, especially on a map like Concealed, which should still be in the pool.
Right, we got a little bit of a break here to give LawLiet a little bit of a rest. So once again, we got a Matcherino up for this tournament, $7,600 in the pool. We capped this at 10,000, so can we hit that cap? That would be fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, there we have a list of all the wonderful contributors. spearheaded by Governor, of course, with the 2,500. Promised pretty much the same for the an eventual Season 7 finals as well. You guys have been pretty much amazing throughout the entire weekend, but today, you're all a little lazy, I gotta say. So head over to Matcherino and chip in for these beautiful players, these beautiful plays, and the beautiful people behind the War 3 champion server.
Pop champ.
7,500 though, nothing to scoff at. I think players will be quite satisfied here. If they make it deep, there's going to be a big prize purse, and Happy on his way to the grand final, which would be already more than $500 for second place, and for first around 1,000 or so.
Yeah, it is almost kind of a bummer that you mentioned you could watch 20 games in a row. These games have been so sick, but if Happy just closes it out here, it'd be like we're going to have a third 25-minute game, but it might be a 3-0. It's so unfortunate. I would love to see all 5 games, man.
Yeah, and I wonder if, like, you're absolutely right, Remo. Like, does he want to keep sticking to this Demon Hunter first, or go into what has been working against Happy? And like you said, it's so easy to just look at what Foggy's been doing lately because he's the only real elf to put Happy on the brink, right? So and even beat him in a best of. So
it'd be a shame though. It'd be a shame if he like switched, because he's been going Demon Hunter confidently, not going with what most people are doing against Happy. It'd be a shame if he's down 0-2 and then he sort of like tries stuff that maybe he doesn't believe is actually the best way to play. I think if he sticks to his guns, maybe we could see a Warden map though. Of course, that's something we haven't seen yet from LawLiet because of the maps, but it'd be a shame if he just did something that he's like, okay, what I'm doing isn't working, and to see that in game 3.
You bring up a good point with the Warden. Like, I was wondering earlier, why didn't Happy veto AZ? And I forgot about that precisely, that aspect, the Warden. I'm pretty sure Happy vetoed Terranas, Twisted, and Echo Isles. Just give no chance to this LawLiet Warden, which is the best in the world. And yeah, we don't have those maps in the pool. We're going to have CH, LR, Turtle Rock for our remaining maps, all of which are absolutely horrible for a Warden. And I think LawLiet is really good with a Demon. Maybe that's his preferred playstyle, but on some maps, Demon just doesn't work out. Keeper is way better. Turtle Rock, I think, should be our next map. Especially Concealed would be bad for a Demon Hunter because of bad level 3 creep route. And Turtle Rock, very similar. On Turtle Rock, creeping without a Keeper is very rough.
Yeah, Turtle Rock, wow.
Ooh,
all right.
LawLiet says, did you guys read the chat?
Yep, but let's go into the game. I could see a Warden here, everybody. He did that before. Remo, not a fan of this at all. Maybe not the best strategy, but maybe comes as a surprise. LawLiet Warden as a desperate game 3 attempt. I wouldn't be too opposed to that, to be honest. So will this be a clean 3-0? Will Happy just advance into the grand final without dropping a single map where he's up against Fly or X-Lord? Let's get it on.
Yeah, true. Warden has been played on Turtle Rock sometimes, even the last half year or so, by some Night Elves. It is really hit or miss. If the undead overextends, you take out some ghouls, you get that level 3, it can definitely work out. But there's no natural level 3 creep route here on this map unless you get creative. And the thing is, LawLiet is very, very creative.
Yeah, baby.
Look at this first Ancient of War at the red camp. That is super cool and unbelievably risky. If Happy scouts this, it's instantly game over.
I saw this twice. Once it failed horribly, and once it succeeded and gave him an amazing item and, of course, a big jump start into the game. So what's it gonna be? What's the hero gonna be? It's the Demon Hunter again. Not picking a different weapon at all, and Happy going for the DK again with the ghouls again, especially on Turtle Rock, very understandably so. Will he scout this? He will see that there's no Ancient of War close to the turtles.
Yeah, Happy goes cross map, not the same lane. That's a big deal. Is he gonna check the main? Yes, he is. And he didn't see an Ancient of War yet. And Happy, depending on how well he studied those replays or saw some streams or whatever, he might know. He might know. He does know. Uh-oh.
This is a disaster. How do you do this now that the DK knows? Do you even do this?
Yeah, you definitely can't. It would be suicidal to do this, but it's not a complete disaster. The demon can still get level 2 with the green and the ogre camp. Happy's gonna be aggressively moving across the map, and he is going coil first again. Takes out the first wisp with that. But no, changes his mind. It's gonna go creeping first, as LawLiet cannot go for the red.
Okay. It's a little more experience and a better item than the turtles, so I guess his base is a little more exposed with that. Claws of attack. At least he gets a good item here, but also tanking quite a bit on the Demon Hunter. Engine of War just produces more archers, not part of that creep. And Happy is just making damn sure that this red spot is not being grabbed. So many ghouls already on the way over to the right hand side. He can creep the green and then contest this and make sure the light is not creeping anything.
Yeah, level 2 creep out here for the undead, extremely easy. If Happy is completely alone, left alone, he could take the red after this, the spawning position, and get level 3 right away. That's normally something that the Knight of will try to want to prevent. 2 levels for the DK, or 2 items, excuse me, and level 2. But Happy not going for the red. Happy still respecting the possibility that LawLiet might himself go for the Overlord.
It's gonna be circlet only. Might run into a surround just as he did before. Wakes up the creeps. Is it time? Oh, staff is ready. Can't be cancelled, of course, but what do you do about these archers? Move to the right hand side, I guess.
This is a good old Google push into the Nile of main base. That's something we only see very rarely anymore nowadays. I know Happy not going to be that aggressive. He's just going to take out the sea turtle right there. And that's a big deal. That's no level 2 yet for the demon. He's going to get it from the small turtle. But losing the big one means that his level 3 is going to be very hard to acquire.
Yeah, it does have a staff now. Oh no, surround again. So he has to go for that staff. It's on cooldown now, 1.5 minutes. And Happy with ghouls, it's just so vicious. Evasion unlocked. Okay, at least he got that.
Player's forces are under attack.
But Happy is just creeping his side away.
Shall I just wake up the red camp?
Yeah.
Or did Happy do
Or did
it?
nah. Okay, there was a skeleton. Maybe he sent it into the camp.
Yeah, it doesn't aggro on the Ancient of War though, so all is fine. And the Demon Hunter is going to creep the middle, hoping for the next good item from the Magi. Talisman of Evasion is not it, unless he wants to go Panda. On this map, Panda could work, by the way. There's a ton of creeps.
Could get boots for it. That's a lot of gold on LawLiet. It's not though.
And that missing sea turtle is what prevents his level 3 right now. He needs one more skeleton.
Oh, and he
Happy
almost
might gift that to him.
Almost sees it. Archers are still here.
Forces are under attack.
Does he wake up in time?
Happy's also creeping really quick though. He's
Yeah.
got more experience than his opponent does. Ring for him, not the greatest item.
In general, man. 3 very hurt ghouls. Can't get the entire camp, but he got the ward. And you're right, man. It is a panda. Lots of creeps, high levels. Big breath.
Yeah. Also, a ton of consumable camps in the middle. Getting a big mana potion on a panda can make a massive difference. And that's what he's hoping for here. That's a great thing when playing panda. Like, all the survivability items are great for the demon. All the mana items are great for the panda. So in the middle, there's almost nothing bad you can get unless it's the Scroll of the Beast. But it's the Wand of Mana Stealing, which is also pretty nice against the DK. And here we have the level 3 demon harassing again. This is what LawLiet is so good at. Getting Coil Nova'd right away though, and it's gonna lose a fair amount of his HP right here.
All the Coil Novas that go into the Demon Hunter can't be used against creeps, so that slows down the undead creep speed for a bit. Slipper's Mantle Circlet, decent inventory for the Lich here, of course, chipping away some damage. Panda has to walk quite a bit, right, to get to the next camp. Shop was gone. No Engine of War help, really.
A town is under siege.
And we see LawLiet staying on tier 2. He's expanding over at the red where we earlier saw the Ancient of War. Demon Hunter's Telestaff is getting a lot of mileage. Very nice. It's going to get him out of there. And he can heal up again. It's going to be daytime in a second. Moon Juice is currently still looking good. But it's going to have to be... He's going to have to be careful with this one. It's going to be a limited resource. No bears this time for information.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. But get a little bit of regen. Oh, heavy shockwave. A little bit of regen from these Ogre Magi's. Happy. What's the item? War Song Battle Drums. Pretty good. Has to use a coil here. Is Happy losing a Fiend to creeps? Ah, no. He's not. Oh my god. It is. Oh man, imagine a shockwave now if the Ogre Lord will still be alive. That is a big investment here.
That Rune of Healing was desperately needed. Somehow the merchant creep got involved. I don't know how that happened. Happy got surprised as well, and there was 2 ghouls going down from this camp. That does hurt a little bit for the frenzy timing, and I think we can expect a frenzy timing soon. Happy did scout the expansion. He had a wisp up there, a skeleton, and he saw it. So there's going to be an attack, I imagine, coming in soon, and the DK is almost level 4 already. Lich close to 3 as well.
On the other side, Helm of Valor. Just a little bit of tankiness and damage. Close to 3 Lich indeed. Shop coming for the staff. And Dryads. This position, of course, the furthest from Happy spawn. So is this working? Frenzy coming, Destroyer as well. Waiting for the orb and then Tinker and go. Counter expansion and not go. Quite a few options for Happy here.
Is in position. Necro first. Expansion coming soon after, so a third hero out of the question for now. Is LawLiet gonna scout down there? Without Treants, not that easy. Also, no boots of speed for him. Not that easy. He's sending an archer, perhaps, which would be great, but he's getting intercepted. Happy says hello. He's got the 4-3 levels. He's got the Scroll of the Beast, which, well, against Mass Dryads, I guess isn't gonna be too helpful.
I wonder if LawLiet is just gonna let this slip and plays the Whack-A-Mole expansion game. Just pure Night Elf style, expand everywhere. There was a game where he took 6 expansions on Turtle Rock.
This could very much be one of those games. Sobi Mask, great item up here for Happy. What's the Panda's experience saying? 3.5. He's gonna get level 4 from creeping, as it looks currently. He's got a big Invo potion, he's got a 1 of mana stealing. Found some really nice items. That Scroll of the Beast also for him, pretty useless. But yeah, Panda gonna get 4 from creeping and then probably 5 from fighting. And Panda level 5 is an absolute powerhouse. And Happy, he's not gonna have triple hero this time to make use of in the late game.
Engine of War is getting surrounded, very suspicious. LawLiet should expect an expansion now. What's the item? Belt of Giant Strength, more HP. Tome of Strength, even more HP. So the Panda's a tanky boy. Demon Hunter as well. 1 with HP, 1 with armor. 4 heroes. Expo running, more Dryads coming, breaking upkeep immediately. Happy is making his way over. Still 5 Frenzy Ghouls. Dryads see that. What's the response? We do have a town portal, but both heroes are very hurt.
LawLiet's gonna try to run back and save the TP here, or at least not use it right away. 1 Moonwell is going to be cancelled. Alright, does decide to TP after all. Happy can just disengage. Aggressive TP, but doesn't get the catch on the ghoul. It's a nice little play there by Happy. Gets a cancel and a TP for basically nothing. And the nice thing is he also bought more time for his expansion to seriously start rolling.
True. Also to satisfy it? To fortify it? Well, I guess the Haunted Godmother is also very, very satisfied when there's a narrow tower around. Defense upgrades coming for these Dryads. It's a lot of Dryads. But it's also only Dryads. What's Happy's response? No disease cloud yet, no A-bombs yet. It's just more fiends.
LawLiet 70 supply. This is usually when we see the tier 3. Yeah, there it is. I like that play a lot. Get the Expo up, get the big army to hold it, and then later on, tech. Problem is, he's going to be super heavy on Dryads, which is not the best late game unit. Another attack is coming in by Happy. These Frenzy Ghouls, super quick across the map, especially with that aura, and also with the normal damage, very effective against the Moonwells. It's gonna be another TP forced, and again, Happy just runs away. At least one Ghoul, this time might go to LawLiet. No, not even.
Wonder if he could just force this reaction with a staff fake. He didn't get the turtle, did he? Oh, I think he got the parry up, so okay. Heal scrolls, invo potions. 2 base, we go into A-bombs, we go into disease cloud, we go into more fiends, and attack upgrades, of course. XP wise, there is a lead for LawLiet with a double level 4, but for how long? The map is almost empty, and that's a big map like Turtle Rock.
Parry up also for Happy, not that valuable for him. The Night Elf heroes are very much in need of survivability. The undead heroes, not so much. 76 versus 70 supply. The Sentry Ward Archer sees the movement of Happy. LawLiet is just gonna base race, though. He's gonna let this attack happen, as it seems.
Huge Congo lines with a panda, you could argue. It's not that bad of a base race, but Dryads certainly are. Ghouls are amazing to tear down buildings. Light will be at 80 very, very soon, so it doesn't hurt him too bad. Does he hold the tree? And what kind of damage can he do here? I think it's just Acolytes for now. Panda coming in. Is this Neruk falling? Yes, it is.
Happy gonna take the fight. He's not gonna TP out. He goes for the hero focus right away with Coil Nova, but these heroes of the Night Elf are super tanky. Scroll of the Beast use, Scroll of Healing use. Drunken Hate's Breath of Fire connected big time. Night Elf with the heal scroll as well. The Demon Hunter can't even attack at the moment.
Oh, he's
Next heal
surrounding
scroll coming in.
himself.
Happy lost quite a bit. 62 supply left for him, but level 5 for the DK. Death Knight, however, no mana anymore. So many Dryads are going down, one after the next, getting sniped down. And the Frenzy Ghoul somehow still alive, but Panda with some mana left.
No Dispel against the Scroll of the Beast, interesting, or just on certain targets. We need more Breath of Fire or Drunken Haze. Mana Burn on the DK can't do anything here. LawLiet almost losing 25 supply, but maybe Demon Hunter Panda can break through this again. No reveal. Level 5 Demon Hunter though. What can that do? 2 Dryads down again.
Fiends can burrow. Demon in trouble. There's no staff to save him. But there's a Moonwell. Wait. Basically no juice. LawLiet has to get back to the main. He needs this Orb of Venom really badly. There is a shop ready for him. And the Tree of Life is healthy enough that it's not going to be taken out right away.
Panda, of course, a bad right-click fighter. Close to level 5. Needs mana, needs time. LawLiet can spare this Moonwell. It's not even close to 80 supply anyway. 150 gold only. Tournament live for the Korean on the line.
And by the way, again, there's no dust. We saw that before being a problem for LawLiet. Now we see it again. There's no way he can ever kill these fiends. And he's just losing units himself in return. Second armor upgrade on the Dryad helps, but only helps so much. Again, it's the Demon Hunter show.
One more Breath or Drunken Haze coming in. Yeah, a Demon Hunter and the Burrow show, I might say. Scorched Earth, not scorched enough here. And Happy is just tearing these Dryads apart. Made out of paper they are. The statue is healing against it. And it's 5/5 heroes. There's still ghouls. And if he knocks down this tree, this is Happy in the grand final. Demon Hunter, big invo potion. Panda once again so close to the level up, but can't get it. Similar story that it was on Amazonia.
And the dust. The dust. He needs the mana potion and dust. Moonjo still looking decent.
Happy's
No
expanding.
Wellspring, by the way. That is definitely missing here. Perhaps forgot about that one. I guess he also
Just arrived
just
on
got
tier 3.
tier 3.
Yeah. But how do you hold this? Demon Hunter alone with Reju. There's no dispel against that.
No statues here anymore, but a
Yeah.
fresh one is coming in from the main. Happy behind this, by the way, going up to 3 bases. Ooh, big Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. But again, no dust. LawLiet forgot about it once more.
Oh boy, this is gonna be nasty here. No spells to use for Happy at the moment. Now the statue is back, but yeah, he's getting kind of tooled with, thanks to all the burrow. Now it's really a game of whack-a-mole, but it's Happy playing this.
LawLiet's just not finding any kills, and Happy is finding quite a few. Needs to burn the statue again. In the back, it's still healing and healing away. Demon needs to be careful though. Now himself low HP again. And there is basically no moon juice left. Has to heavily rely now on these bears.
He does have a mana potion. Can the panda carry this? It's still, he's just not getting this experience. Can he focus on the destroyer? Can he focus on the statue to just get this little bit of XP? Has to repair now. Is it too late? Maybe. Can't repair with all. And the number of fiends is just incredible. Overwhelming even.
Dust coming in finally, but perhaps too little too late. He denies that fiend as well. Happy can just TP out now. Finally, Panda gets 5. But it's just a little bit too late. LawLiet down to 1 base only. But he's got a backup tree in the top left. However, Happy now on 3 bases.
Frustrating game for LawLiet. 51 supply left. Yeah, that base has to go through and it has to be unscouted, I guess, because otherwise Happy is just gonna do it again. He's racing up to 80 so quickly. Fascinating how he only has 2 production buildings, yet spends all his gold all the time. Items, of course. Do that. Level 2 upgrade as well. And another tree. Okay. This has to work, LawLiet, or you're out.
I like this play here. The Demon and the Panda gonna try to do a bit of distraction. With a double staff, you can harass this very easily. He's even gonna find a ghoul. But LawLiet is far away from level ups. But he got the crucial level ups of double level 5. And here we go. Panda with a Breath of Fire gonna try to take out some of these acolytes. Not really working though. But it is forcing Happy back. And I guess LawLiet is satisfied.
These Breath of Fires are gigantic now. Oops. How often can he do this? How long can Happy out-heal this? This was missing, this level 3 AoE in the previous maps. But of course this expansion is not gonna go through unscouted. Happy... Did he not see it?
Oh, was he just barely not close enough? LawLiet, this is his lifeline up there, the expansion. And LawLiet did just go into upkeep. Heavy focus on the Demon, but he's so tanky, man. 1150 HP, but perhaps not tanky enough. Demon Hunter. Alright, does get away. Super tanky heroes, man. 1150 on the Demon Hunter. 1300 hit points on the pen.
That... Oh, actually not too much armor anymore. Reju is working again. Happy is healing in the ground. This burrow upgrade. Not the most expensive one, but certainly a carry in this game for additional regen and of course making these fiends unattackable. Expo in the north almost up again.
And again, LawLiet is trying to buy time for his expansions and burn over and over. Just harass, run in, burn, staff out, and only engage into a fight when the undead is low mana, which is the case now. DK out of mana, but of course with the mana potion, pops it right there. Still got the Sobi Mask, and the Lich can always use that Dark Ritual to get some more mana. If he hits an A-bomb, he's gonna get like 400 mana from that or something.
Okay, LawLiet, are you willing to defend this? 74 versus 80. Happy at 1,000 gold now. Trying to invest into upgrades. That's the 3-1? 3-0? 3-0. But okay. LawLiet is going for the counter expansion. There is a necropolis. Happy, of course, has a TP. So bye-bye, Tree of Life.
Happy should, I think, TP back here. Then he can maintain economy advantage. He's gonna do that. LawLiet, big army, but no mana pot on the Panda. I feel like if he wants to take a fight, he definitely wants to have that mana potion. And also, without a TP for LawLiet, it's dangerous. If he fights closer to his main, closer to the Moonwells, it would be much safer. And that's what he's retreating to. 2-2 upgrades on the Bears looking good. Very comparable against the 3-0 on the Undead side.
Tree of Eternity moving over to the back of the turtle then. This expansion is mining for quite some time. Happy is claiming the bottom right though. Could still be up on 3 bases. He is in high upkeep now, but he wasn't for a long time. So Goldgraph swinging in his favor now. But we also got a fight. Maybe the last fight of this semifinal.
Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire connects big time. Look at the Wisp detonates! So much mana burned against the Lich especially, and the statues. DK getting burned by the Demon Hunter. And now there's basically no mana left for Happy. LawLiet now looking better than this whole game, pretty much. Dryad's trying to go deep, trying to take out the destroyers. That seems to be working. Demon in trouble as well. He's getting forced back. There's a staff always ready for him if needed. DK gets level 6, but the ultimate shouldn't be used here. Dryad's still alive, and LawLiet might be winning this fight.
Demon.
Although, slight supply is still for the Russian.
Panda close to an ultimate as well, but he needs mana for that. The staff went to the Tree of Eternity. He has to move back into the base, and there's more time for Happy to kill. Gets a bear and more time for his bottom right expo. How long does the tail end hold? 3,500. Love this shop on the high ground or on the back of the turtle. Can just regen up, get potions, push again. These expos for LawLiet have to work. Either the one on the high ground or the one on the upper right where he's trying this for the third time. Happy scouts it again immediately. Panda with a clarity. Full mana Demon Hunter again. And Happy unwilling to fight at the moment.
A town is under siege.
Great game between the two of them. LawLiet so close to double ultimate. With double ultimate, this should swing around in his favor. Happy, perhaps he wants to close out this game before that is going to be the case. Before these levels are going to be reached. Morphs 2 destroyers going back in. Only one statue left on the ground.
Tree of Eternity, of course, can tank a lot. Coil Nova. But should be good healing. Wisps are in once more. He's trying to block, surround this DK. Ooh, and burn against the coil, which did work. Demon Hunter so hurt. He can't staff to the Tree of Eternity. He's immediately dead. What's the Panda doing? Blocks himself a little bit. Destroyers raining over these bears. And LawLiet is just once again not getting the necessary kills for the important level ups.
Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire needs to connect big time. There it is. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Perhaps a little late getting dispelled there as well quickly. And the heroes are just too late to re-enter the fight. Demon Hunter is coming back in, but he's too hurt. He can't risk it. There could always be a Nova out of nowhere. And Happy still with his huge army present in the center of the map.
How many wisps is LawLiet detonating? And how much hope does he has left? 50 supply only. And look at all this. Everything is so healthy despite the Breath of Fire. Happy is still at 82. It's a gigantic supply lead. Heroes looking hot as ever. We're getting very close to the 6-6 levels once more. And that's the Tree of Eternity gone. No more potions.
Ooh, and the one shot with the Nova takes out all the Wisp with just one spell, and that was the level 6 for the Lich.
Not much moon juice
quickly
remaining.
running out of resources.
Running out of resources, running out of moon juice, running out of hope.
If this tree falls, that seems to be the end. LawLiet needs this ultimate. Did he even get any kill in that last fight? If he did, it wasn't many. That experience bar hasn't moved much. So many Dryads have that. The Drunken Haze Breath of Fire doing a great job. But there's double heal score on Happy. He's ready for this Panda.
Absolutely, always is. Finally can make use of that moon juice here. Ooh, he's burning these fiends to a crisp, but in the meantime, Disease Cloud working and working and working, and Happy is just cutting trees everywhere. While on 3 bases. It's incredible.
Seems like unlimited economy here for the Russian. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire again. Panda, or the Demon rather, getting staffed up, but he's right over there. Needs to be careful. Heroes all in jeopardy. DK also dropping kind of low, but the normal damage on LawLiet not too high anymore. Bears getting taken out. Lich a little far forward. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire finds him. Eats the Fiend. Use the Nova. Panda in trouble. Right click coming through. That might be his end. Panda goes down. DK level 7. And that must be the game now. The bear cannot be saved either. The tree is going down. The Demon Hunter still hasn't gotten closer to his level 6.
Unbelievable, man. 7 and 6 detonates as a little bit of hurrah. GG, well played. LawLiet fighting like a lion, but in the end, Happy the Lion Tamer, I guess. 3-0, what a performance.
Yeah, sick plays by Happy. This was a Undead versus Night Elf on the very highest level. It was a 3-0, yes, but it was a very close game on the actual maps. I still think Demon Hunter or Keeper Demon Dryad Expo might be the stronger style, but LawLiet tried it with a Demon first, played it really well, but Happy here did outplay him in the very late game. Happy, of course, was playing with a bit of a ping advantage. LawLiet had a slight deficit there, but that was just an amazing performance by Happy. He's in the grand final again and didn't drop a single map yet.
That was absolutely crazy. Every game went above 25 minutes. It was a 3-0, but LawLiet, I think Lion Tamer is the perfect way to put what Happy was doing today, because it was very, very close. I think not having Dust appearance at that expansion fight was a much bigger deal than maybe some people may think. Again, the experience. He was so close to ultimates. Those Panda ultimates, that Demon Hunter ultimate, that could have won him Amazonia and Turtle Rock, and he could have gotten those kills if he had, I think it was Dust on Amazonia as well that he needed. So Dust of Appearance, really, that is what would have at least made it an even game. Maybe not a win for LawLiet, because Happy could have backed away and out-microed it perhaps, but still, I think that was the big mistake from LawLiet in these two games.
Yeah, as soon as we saw the Dust, which, mind you, I think came way later. Three fiends right away, and it forced Happy to TP out, and it was tons of opportunity to get that Dust too. It's in the shop. He had lots of opportunities to come grab it. So
it's in the shop.
It's in the shop, man. It's in both shops, and lots of I was just kind of face palming there when he didn't get that Dust.
Well, apart from that, it was an absolute great series, and you guys thought so as well. Godfather, $50 contribution. Thanks for casting, guys. And to be facts, $10 donation. Thank you. Maybe we can crack the 8K still. Thank you, Duro, for the sub. Woofies. Maybe in the next series. Thank you, Wansons, for the merch purchase. Hiatus for the sub. And we got more. We got way more.
Way more. Oh my god, this is hype as well, this second semifinal. Oh my god, Xlord looked insane yesterday. He played extremely well. And Fly, of course, is an absolute beast. So, and Fly may be the one person that could dethrone, being an Orc player, of course, that could dethrone Happy in the grand finals. But if Xlord makes it through, I mean, what a story that would be. Xlord going through Fly. Would be crazy. So whichever way we swing it here in the second semifinal, it's going to be a great story. So
absolutely. Can't wait to hear your cast for that, boys. Once again, Matt Chirino is up for this tournament here, W3C finals. Also, only today, War3 Champions merchandise in our shop. That is shop.backtowarcraft.com. The guys of War3 Champions have a Patreon up and, of course, a PayPal address as well. You can find all of that on their homepage, a wonderful homepage, w3champions.com, Discord, Twitter links, of course. If you just want to say thank you to these guys, easy as that. Join their Discord. They also have a very open ear to suggestions and feedback, and you can get the latest developments there in the news section. Twitter, of course, as well. Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Alipay, and WeChat. Plenty of ways to support this tournament. And of course, if you buy some of our merch as well, all the benefit or the profit we make goes into the prize pool later tonight. With that, little break, and then it's time for the rematch of WGL Summer Group Stage, Fly versus Xlord.
PogChamp.